Grabbing on my crotch, looking at my watch. It's time for the John and Ant Show.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the John and Ant Show. I'm John.
This is Ant.
Rob back here for
The real American.
to close out the week.
The real American.
Impact happened last night.
Yes, it did.
Any
No segues this time.
no segue.
Let's just go right into TNA.
That's what I was saying.
It doesn't
Impact.
It doesn't even need a segue because
It doesn't.
it's always so good.
Always.
TNA never puts a bad show out there.
Nope. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This episode didn't make me want to quit like
Yeah,
I wanted to last week.
Exactly. I mean, it
wasn't that bad.
Usually they do have those types of shows where you just question why you're a wrestling fan. We all know there was one edition of Raw that made me question why I watch wrestling at all. This is the one you guys came over for.
Yeah.
Thus far, since we've been watching TNA, I have not had that feeling.
I have a feeling we'll go to your
Because-
house for TNA. It's going to be horrible.
Because somehow, every time I watch TNA, there's always something that at least puts a smile on my face.
Mm-hmm.
Like again, greatest segment of all time, Brooke Hogan and Bully Ray's wedding, gold. It got panned, but I thought it was amazing.
Universally.
They were universally panned, yes, it was. But last night's edition of Impact, of course, not the best, but still watchable, I guess. You know, I mean, I didn't change the channel, so.
I never changed the channel, but that's for a completely different reason.
So let's start off with I actually caught the beginning of Impact with the cameraman catching up to Bully Ray and Brooke Hogan in the parking lot.
Yes. Bully Ray is very angry about what they did to Hulk Hogan last week.
Oh, my knee. Oh, God.
My knee.
Check Bully. Oh, my knee.
But actually, the one being checked, though, is Hogan. Because apparently the Aces and Eights did such a number on him that he needed knee surgery.
What?
And he took a picture of his knee surgery scar and tweeted it and said, Aces and Eighths.
Yep.
Aces and Eighths.
I don't know if you caught that.
I didn't catch it.
Eighth.
Rob caught it.
I caught it. I catch these things
Because
that's what I'm looking for.
He spelled it wrong, and he said payback's going to be hell, something like that.
He doesn't know who he's feuding against.
Probably.
So, Bully Ray comes out to the ring and
He
cuts a promo.
He cuts the usual angry Bully Ray promo, where he says he's going to kick everyone's ass, especially Devon's. You know,
Because he's a coward.
because Devon's a coward. And he basically said, you know, you and I get in the ring, let's fight, and I'm going to make you wish you never I'm going to make you wish you never stepped foot in the wrestling ring ever again. Yeah, we'll see. But Bully Ray was also out there for another reason. The reason being because he was last week named #1 contender for Jeff Hardy's... Oh, the TNA World title. Bully Ray referred to it as the most prestigious title in professional wrestling. Clearly, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Because the TNA title is obviously much more valuable than the WWE title, the WCW title, anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he went in there and he called out Jeff Hardy, not in a bad way. He did call him out. He said, you know, you and I have known each other for a long time. They never thought they'd be in this position, you know, one-on-one competition for the title. Let's see. But he's still second-guessing the way he got the #1 contendership.
Mm.
He felt that he got it just because he's Hogan's son-in-law. And how did he want to prove it? Did he say he wanted to prove it that he did deserve it or something?
I don't remember if he said that. All I remember is by the end, after Jeff Hardy started talking, was that it didn't even really matter.
Yeah.
His face paint keeps getting creepier and creepier.
No, it's awesome.
Jeff Hardy's?
Yeah.
That might be the best part about Jeff Hardy.
Why is he carrying 2 titles for though?
One's the title that was made for him, which has his face on it.
Again, oh, okay.
And the other one is the real title.
Yeah.
There's no need to have both.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Oh, it's so stupid. I never got that.
I really hate it when they do that.
Well, I mean, it's weird that he's the only one that's had that.
Yeah.
In
So-
TNA, anyway.
Because it's not like this is the first time he brought that title out.
Yeah.
He had it before, then he lost it. Sting presented a new TNA title, and then when Jeff Hardy got it back, he brought back that title belt again. So he walks around with two. One over each shoulder.
Makes
Sometimes-
him look cool.
Yeah, right. But sometimes he'll wear his personalized belt and have the TNA title over his shoulder. Again, I just think it's dumb.
I guess gut check returned and.
Well, hold on.
Oh.
This segment did not end there. Christopher Daniels and
Frank Kazarian.
Frank
Why?
Kazarian came out, and they actually agreed with Bully Ray that he did not deserve
Yep.
the number one contendership.
Okay.
Not at all. They also said Jeff Hardy didn't even deserve to be there, be champion, something like that. And, they set up a tag team match. Because, again, in TNA, the wrestlers set up their own match. Not general managers.
Nope.
They do.
They don't have general managers there.
No, they set up their own matches. And there's this one spot where, Christopher Daniels had an apple martini, I guess, because that's what
Yes.
Bully Ray called it.
Yes.
He drank it.
An Appletini.
Appletini, right. He drank it, spit it back into the cup.
And
And
said,
then-
real men don't drink Appletinis.
Right. So,
I
have a short
personally
brawl
don't
there.
like those
Appletinis?
things. No. Well, I don't drink, but when they do, when they reference someone's manhood based on what someone's drinking,
Mhm.
that's silly.
yeah, it is. It is. It's like,
I assume it's a sweet drink. Who doesn't like sweets?
it's probably sweet, low on alcohol, something like that. Bully Ray, obviously, probably a beer drinker or whatever. No, I see what you're getting. I see what you're getting at. And, yeah, so that was that. They set up the match. Take that for what it is. We'll get into the match later, I guess.
Yeah, the main event.
Yeah, that's right. It was the main event.
I guess Sting is sitting in Hogan's office.
Yes.
Care to explain?
He's deliberating on who's going to add to Team Sting.
Aha!
Lethal
Team
Lockdown.
Sting for Lethal Lockdown.
Yes. This is going to be amazing. Sting is... He's amazing. He's the icon. Everybody loves Sting.
Everybody wants to be a part of the team except one person. But are we going to get to that later? I don't remember at what point that happened.
Yeah, I don't mean either.
It happened later.
Right.
Because he had interviewed
But again,
a bunch of people.
Sting's apparently putting a team together to
Yes.
go up against Aces and Eights.
Aces and what is it? Aces and eighths.
Well, no.
If you're asking Hogan, it's
Well, no. Apparently, whoever attacked Hogan backstage was Aces and Eighths, and but Sting is taking on the Aces and Eights.
Eights. So there's two groups now.
I think there are. Yes.
Wow.
This is very dangerous.
TNA. What's going on here? There's two groups.
Why
Make
not?
up your mind.
Well,
why
let's-
not?
I mean, maybe just Hulk Hogan doesn't have spell check on.
Hulk Hogan, stop it.
Hulk Hogan, yes.
Yes.
Sorry. Who was the one who said Hulk Hogan?
I think that was Garrett Bischoff.
Oh,
No, it was the other
Garrett.
one.
Oh,
It was,
the other
Wes
one?
Briscoe.
Wes Briscoe, okay.
Wes.
Was he also the one who did the evil laugh?
Yes. That's exactly what that was.
I just think of that. Just look at your daddy and your husband on the ground.
Oof, God, that's all I ever see whenever I see him now.
Yeah, right.
I can never-
I saw him. Yeah, I saw him when I
Right?
was watching. So yeah, I was watching it. I was like,
And it just automatically plays in your head.
So
You can't get over
we got our first match for the Knockouts title: Velvet Sky versus Tara. How was the match? I caught bits and pieces of it.
Pretty lame for a knockouts match.
Yeah. Gail Kim on commentary
Yeah.
was
Oh,
surprisingly not good.
I forgot to say,
That's not shocking.
reason Gail Kim was on commentary is because Taz was not on commentary yet.
Thank God.
But the other reason was also, and this seems to not make any sense, whoever won the match, she was going to face for the title
Yeah.
at the pay-per-view, which kind of doesn't make sense because, in most promotions, they have the rematch.
Yeah.
So Tara could have won it back. Velvet Sky would have a rematch.
Mhm.
Theoretically, possibly, it could go back and forth.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point make it a triple threat if that were to happen.
Mhm.
But that's just silly because that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I know that what I just said wouldn't happen, but it could.
Right, I mean, it is lockdown. Some TNA has gone all out at some points, but they seem to not be doing that anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't make much sense. The knockouts match wasn't that good.
No.
Like I said,
I didn't want to say that. But
we have seen better, much better. At least Velvet Sky's looking good again. Because
don't know.
there's this one week where she looked awful.
Yeah. Was it with the bodysuit?
Yes, the bodysuit. But yeah, Velvet Sky retained, and Gail Kim had a mad face. And that was it. That was all for that.
That's
Not
it?
much.
Not much to talk about.
We actually had a far better women's match later on in the show, so.
Austin Aries is... Oh, yeah.
The gut check match.
Austin Aries
yeah.
is backstage on the phone with Bobby Roode. I
Yes.
got it right this time.
Yeah.
Building to get their photo shoot. What?
Yes, Austin Aries is going to a photo shoot. What, I have to keep going? Alright.
It looked like you blanked out.
No,
Like,
I
it's
just
black.
really figured like you guys are
You
gonna.
just like went.
That's not a big. I don't. Good for him.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
I'll just get that out of there. Later on. Just have to remember when that was. But anyway.
There's no reason to take it out. That's awesome.
But anyway.
Well, it's dead silence for like 5
after
seconds.
after
He
Austin
swaggered.
Aries.
He swaggered. That's what he
I
did. He
didn't
swaggered.
Get Zeb over here.
Kill me.
It's
Call him
okay,
up.
Ant-Man.
Hey,
we all swagger.
Happens.
That's swagger the most.
There's a morning show. It had to happen eventually, right? But anyway, then in walks Chavo and Hernandez. Yay.
Yeah.
Because I watch TNA Impact every week to see Chavo Guerrero. Because he said he was going to make a big impact.
Yep.
I guess the pun was intended. And so far, no impact.
Nope.
He's been just as useless in TNA as he was in the WWE.
Oh.
So, and it's funny, and I say that because it was a shame to see him turn into such a bitter person on Twitter once he was released by the WWE.
Hey, it happens.
But again, I'm not gonna put all the blame on him. I mean, you're told to job to Hornswoggle, that might happen. You might lose it. I know I probably would. So.
Do I have to mention Hornswoggle was a Cruiserweight champion?
The last.
You don't have to.
I was thinking about saying it, but at least he was losing to a champion.
Yes.
I
So we got a-
if you want to look at a bright side.
We got a promo from Austin Aries and
Yes. Chavo, was saying, "Oh, you think you could beat anybody,
and
including
he was
me?"
supposed to face him tonight, but he faced Hernandez instead.
Yeah, he switched it to
It was a
Hernandez.
trick.
Yeah. Ooh, that got me. What a twist, right? But and then Austin Aries is just like, "Oh, that's not the deal we made." Whatevs. Just the match is set up.
That's it.
That's it.
I mean, really, what can I say about it?
Yeah.
Now, after this,
We do get
this was another.
Oh,
There was
yes.
another segment.
Oh, boy.
A very interesting segment that I didn't find interesting the first time, but then I spoke to Rob, and apparently
I noticed these
some extra
things.
activity was taking place.
I noticed these things that no one, or at least in the group, no one seems to notice.
Yes. I'll let you could.
It just appeared. Kenny King, relatively boring. 10 camera changes.
Oh my
we saw
god, it was
Yes, it was
ridiculous.
amazing.
during his first.
All they're
promo.
doing is trying to interview Kenny King, and within the span
This
of
camera and that camera.
they kept switching over.
Switch!
And over. I mean,
Switch!
you talk about annoying camera work.
He was trying to get his good side, but they didn't know what side to choose
So
from.
they could
Because
just,
he doesn't have a good.
This side. No, we'll go back to this side. No, wait, we'll go to this side. Now we'll go to this side and that side.
Is this one?
Is
that,
it
this one? That one?
Ooh.
This one over here?
yes.
Is it this one? Oh,
That
go
one?
back to this one.
That one?
This, okay.
That was great.
Yes.
Getting on the same page.
So Kenny King basically he's saying that he's the best, that
Yeah.
he could beat RVD and all that stuff.
But the point that you were trying to get me to make was he walks into RVD's room, and what I noticed and was surprised that aired, and people, you might want to comment, argue that this is not the case, RVD was totally making an apple bong.
Yes, an apple bomb.
He was
an apple bong.
He was, because he wasn't slicing an apple.
He was like poking holes in it or something.
Yeah. And then he even blew out apple remains. He could have eaten it.
Yeah.
It's an apple
He
after
definitely
all.
didn't take a bite out of it.
Yeah.
That's fun because, again, this just went over my head when I saw it. I just saw him with an apple. Okay, whatever. He's having a snack, pre-match snack. And then when I watched it again after you told me about that, I'm like, well, nobody eats an apple like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's doing some extracurricular activity with it.
Yes.
And
I've watched movies.
I was
I know
just-
what those things are.
yeah, and the only thing was missing was Kenny King opening the door and just like a bunch of smoke coming out of the room. That would have been pretty
Because
funny.
parts of the promo kind of didn't make sense. But
Right.
it could just be TNA work.
Also, I mean, the way RVD looked,
Disheveled.
oh my goodness.
Hey.
But I guess that's how he is before every match, right? That's why he could take those risks, because he doesn't feel the pain. He feels like he's in a dream.
Let me tell you, this is where I was like switching back and forth between the Ranger game and TNA Impact. And I actually caught this like Kenny King and RVD promo. And I'm looking at RVD, and is he like on, his eyes are wide. I'm like, is he like
He's
on drugs?
Methamphetamines.
Is he on drugs? He looks
Sort of
on drugs.
Meth Hardy.
That mean,
I'm
convinced why people go to Impact. Wrestlers go to Impact. It's
no,
official.
No drug policy.
No drug policy.
Jeff Hardy
You can do whatever
walks
you
into
want.
walks into the Impact Zone for a title match in a pay-per-view. Just under the influence, obviously.
And there's like, yeah, whatever.
And what do they do? He's the current world
push
champion.
him out.
But you know, it's funny because RVD has openly admitted to being, you know,
Yeah, his entire career.
yeah, through before matches and all that stuff. And you go back and you look at his matches and you say, oh yeah, I could see it. But then you look at this one, like he's not even trying to change anything. Now he's just going. He's doing it even more now,
Yeah.
I guess. But concerning the X Division match itself, oh my gosh, is there anybody else in the X Division
No.
besides RVD, Kenny King, and Zima Ion?
No. Well,
I'm sick of this.
Christian York, I don't know what happened to him. But
Apparently he doesn't matter anymore. I'm sick of these three already. I really am. And I can't stress enough, I don't hate them. I like the X Division, just not this one. This isn't an X Division. This is just an excuse to get Kenny King on the screen. That's all it is.
and I don't. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't see what the big deal is.
He's not that good. Are you kidding me? You look at the X Division not too long ago. Are you telling me he would even hold a candle to AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels?
No,
Can you imagine that?
I'm not saying that certainly.
You're right.
What am I right about?
I don't know.
There you go.
Sorry.
That's how much
Paying
he's paying
attention.
attention. So, the fact of the matter is,
Host with the least. Been saying it.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing them.
Okay,
I
I
really
understand. I understand what
Do you
you're.
understand? What do you understand?
I understand that there is only 3 X Division stars.
And they're not
Kenny
that
King,
good. If anything,
Zima Ion and RVD. Okay, I get what you're saying, but RVD shouldn't really be in the X Division.
I don't know why he's there.
I mean, to be honest, it should be only 2. I'm waiting for
It
it.
might as well be Kenny King and Zima Ion.
I'm waiting for it, Rob.
I'm not going to give that to you because
Ah.
I can't agree with that. It's not even funny.
Okay, I don't know.
What? That's 2 now.
That's 2 now.
That's funny, but just having, I'm taking this seriously. The X Division really has basically 2 guys.
It sucks.
If you take out RVD,
And it blows. It's
Who RVD shouldn't be in the X Division.
I can
now.
I can see why RVD's in the X Division though.
because you got the high flying action.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. But
Well, that's-
but I
that's
think I
fine
think
and
John
dandy.
I think John's point is
But
that he's
remember-
already in main event status.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't need
he
to
did
be in
win
the
the
X Division.
WWE title.
And TNA World Heavyweight.
And yeah.
You know, I mean, at this point, he's already established himself as a main eventer,
Yeah.
and it's just very odd to see someone go from main event to
I think it's one of those things where they try to use the guy to enhance younger guys.
yeah. Well,
But it's
if,
certainly
if
not
that's what
working.
it is, yes, RVD's doing a terrible job because I see nothing appealing about Kenny King.
I'll give Zima Ion. He's
Zima Ion, yeah, that's actually the guy I enjoy the most out of these 3 guys. If I had to pick one X Division wrestler that I could keep in the X Division, it would be Zima Ion.
Yeah.
I don't know how safe he is to work with, but again, I mean that's what it comes with.
Maybe eventually TNA will sign more stars for the X Division.
If they
Remember at one time, wasn't Daniels was in the X Division?
not anymore.
Not anymore, because Aries was in the X Division.
Not anymore.
Let's see, who Petey Williams not there, but he was in the X Division.
Yeah. If they want to push Kenny King for whatever reason, that they're seeing something in him that I'm not, Or that we're not.
Well, he's from
Give
Ring.
him a different title.
He was from Ring of Poopy, so.
Don't give him the X Division title.
Well, it's funny because I would say he is like I said, the least enjoyable to watch in the X Division.
Yeah.
And now he's the champion.
Yep.
Awesome. And it's funny because what happened was what we didn't mention was during that very interesting
Match.
pre-match promo between RVD and Kenny King, the way the match was made.
So stupid.
Makes no sense.
This proves, like you said, that RVD was high out of his mind. That he was definitely under the influence because
Giving a guy who doesn't deserve a title by losing twice, give him another title match.
Yep.
What?
What?
and the stipulation is if Kenny King loses, he's out of the X Division. And as soon as I heard that, as soon as everybody heard that, we knew Kenny King was going to win.
Yeah.
Which sucks because I wanted him out of the X Division.
And this match was not good.
It was nothing special. No, it was entertaining. I'll give it that.
Entertaining till
Because I did
we had a couple of flubs in the match.
RVD's 450 splash that missed was apparently, I don't know, was that supposed to be the end of the match?
Well, Earl Hebner counted 3, and
That was not supposed to be the end.
I'm pretty sure that once you count to 3, the match is over.
His hand didn't hit the mat.
Yes, it did.
It hit the mat.
It hit
and
the
and
mat.
it wasn't supposed to.
It hit the mat, but he
That's what I'm
stopped
getting.
the hand beforehand.
No,
He
I
had
think,
just had
No, he
too much
didn't.
momentum
yeah.
to stop his hand.
I don't think so.
But the ref makes the ref makes the call if it counts or
Then
not.
he got up and went, I don't know.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
I don't know what just happened.
That
I don't,
stupid look
What
on his
just
face
happened?
every time he screws somebody over.
I don't know what happened.
Go home, Earl.
And stay there. And stay there.
Yeah,
Can't argue that.
that was the biggest flub in the match.
Where's Brian Hebner? Is he still around? Is he still a
I
ref?
think so. I think he's still with TNA.
Alright.
He's got to be. I mean, where else would he
I
go?
think he's got.
Just Earl Hebner. I mean, I don't know what that was.
Go home.
It'll definitely be on Botchmania.
Oh, definitely. 1, 2, 3, oh. Oh, no, match
there's a
still
count,
on.
there's a
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm trying to, like, did RVD forget to kick out or something? Or was he that high?
Maybe it was that high.
Or maybe he's just in.
He was
that,
trying to take a nap.
that bad of a position that he couldn't kick out. Like he had no leverage to move.
Ridiculous. But again,
fantastic.
yeah, right.
And even after that, it seemed like there was something off from that one big botch to the end of the match.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened with Kenny King? He couldn't get him up the first time. He had to push him against the ropes.
He couldn't lift him up for some reason.
Jeez.
And then even his finisher looked bad.
Yeah. It looked
I've
like
seen him hit it
like a strange
Yeah.
version of the F5.
Yeah.
He called it. I don't know what his finisher's
Rather than
It's the Royal Flush.
There we go. Thank you.
is that what it
Which
is?
now I get it, because he's Kenny
Oh.
King. Royal
Yeah,
Flush.
I just
Pretty sad
okay.
that I had that moment.
I was because I
get
really
it.
was about to say, well, that makes no
Yeah, you gotta
sense,
have that.
but I got it.
Yeah.
Touche. Well, we have a new X Division champion. It's Kenny
Yay.
King. Yay.
I don't know what they're
RVD
doing.
looks shocked and lost in the ring.
Because he was still high.
Did I just lose?
Wait.
Wait,
Is
what?
this real?
What am I doing here?
Is this real?
Wasn't I just in the locker room?
Wasn't I just making an apple bomb? Wait, did they record that? That's alright, they won't air
No,
it.
that's definitely what happened. Like
They won't air that.
RVD wasn't. He didn't care about the title. He was thinking, oh crap, I just don't have any more apples. That's
Oh
it.
man.
Poor guy. Because he
Poor
was
guy.
really sad after the match. So.
Yeah. We get a promo from Sting, who catches up with Kurt Angle.
Yes, and Kurt Angle asked Sting to see.
You're really gonna
He
bring
wants.
this guy?
He wants to see the list.
You choose this guy? You really gonna choose him?
All right. Well, he wanted to see Sting's list of
Really? Yeah.
of the guys he was going to pick to go up against Aces and Eights at Lockdown.
It's a crappy list.
Well,
I was-
you know what though? We didn't say-
Angle thought the same thing. He looked at it and he thght one
Well,
guy
no,
in
the one
particular.
guy
in
was
particular, he said,
Yeah.
are you really gonna really?
But
And Sting said, what did he say? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Or something.
he's
He's gonna take a chance on
Yeah.
him, something like that.
what we didn't cover was that he talked to Brutus.
Mhm.
He wanted in. Gave him some story about how when he was 22, came into TNA and Sting stuck his neck out for him or whatever, gave him pointers and stuff, and he wants to give that back. He wants to
Alright.
help out. Who else did he talk to? He talked to somebody else.
Well, I don't know. The only person I could imagine him talking to, did he talk to James Storm?
I don't think so.
But that's who's on Team Sting.
Oh no, that's what it was. Joseph Park asked to be part of the team. That's who it was. And he's like, I'll get back to you. He was eating chicken wings or something like that. And he told him to kayfabe the wings. I didn't get it.
Are you kidding? He did it again?
Did he really say that?
He
Kayfabe the wings?
I think he did. Or he said rip the wings.
goodness.
I'm not sure. He said something. And he leaves the room to try to find somebody else. And he bumps into Matt Morgan.
The Blueprint.
With a beard.
With a Daniel Bryan-esque beard?
No, D. Bryce is definitely longer.
Okay.
But he's got a full beard. And Matt Morgan's a heel, I guess. Because he wanted absolutely nothing.
And you know what? You know what the problem is? He
What's
still
what?
sucks.
Matt Morgan?
He still
I don't
sucks.
get it.
No
Like,
matter
I
what,
don't
you
get
can
it.
put him as a face, a heel, a tweener. He sucks.
They just like his look. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And he doesn't even have that great a look either.
No, it's...
So, you know what? He sucks.
But how about that? Kayfabe the wings.
You know, Kate.
Because we all know how much John loves it when you use backstage wrestling terminology on the show.
And John doesn't seem to get it. It's TNA.
Know what a rip is, bro.
All their fans are smarks anyway. It's not like they're saying things that, like, kids won't get. Kids don't really watch TNA.
But here, going back to that thing with...
Look at the crowd. There's no kids in that crowd.
Oh, I know. No, you're right. But I was thinking where you go back to that Joseph Park thing with Hulk Hogan. You know, when he said, oh, it's a rib. I think Joseph Park should have went, oh, you mean like barbecue ribs?
I don't know.
No.
What Hogan said was, do you know what a rib is? And no, I don't mean like barbecued ribs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said.
Unbelievable, TNA. Unbelievable. I have nothing to say.
But you would think with how Matt Morgan doesn't get used, he'd want to be part of
I
the
told
team.
you. It's one word. He sucks.
It's because he's a heel, and he'll suck.
Well, he was a face and he sucked.
I never liked him. I don't care. I'm just saying. Trying to make it make sense.
Nothing makes sense.
It doesn't make sense.
We look back at the Aces and Eights attack on Hulk Hogan.
I was saying Joe Park should be on Team Sting.
Well, that would make it obvious then. That he would backstab or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess we have the Aces and Eights team will be Doc, Knox, Anderson, and Bischoff.
Yeah. And Devon, obviously.
And Devon.
The most
I
intimidating
can agree
group
with
of people
all of
ever.
those, except for Bischoff.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen him do anything.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, actually. I would like to see what he brings to it.
And
I'm still trying to see what Taz brings to the group. Because
Nothing.
That was such a huge reveal. The way he turned around, is it hot in here? Is it just me? And then, you
Do you really want to do this?
Do you
really want to do this?
Do you really want to do this?
Do you really want to do this?
No, shut up. Do you none of your business. And then for supposedly a big reveal, all he did was it was a heel turn for a commentator.
Yep.
Because all he ever does now, it's a good day to be a bad guy.
I thought that was so funny when they did it.
Any Aces and Eights segment.
Generic heel life. Ha 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 ha.
Any Aces and Eights segment is ruined by Taz commentary.
It is.
Or is it
It's
better?
bad.
No, it's not better.
Maybe the Miz, Earl Hebner, and the Taz should just live in one condo together.
It's just I can't take the Aces and Eights seriously anymore with
you can't.
With Taz talking. Or Taz even being part of that group. Really, I mean, I'm serious. And then, like in the beginning of the show,
I'm just thinking about. You sure you want to do this? You sure?
I'm just waiting.
Shut up! Just shut up!
Shut up.
Mind your business.
And the
Mind your
story
business.
is so stupid because in the beginning, this is the second show now. I think it's the second show where Bully Ray comes out and Taz isn't on commentary. And Bully Ray's like, "Where's Taz? Where's Taz?" And then Mike Tenay says something along the lines of, "Conveniently, he's not here." And I'm just waiting. Bully Ray knows that eventually Taz is going to do commentary.
Just come back out.
Just come back out and
It's
attack
like he
him.
leaves. Yeah.
You know? It's I don't know. Wait, did he have the protection thing?
He does.
He
can't
does.
attack him.
So why is he even hiding? Because Bully Ray is
You gotta
not...
talk business with the rest
Bully
of the Aces and Eights.
Bully Ray is now reinstated, correct?
Yep.
So he can't touch Taz anyway.
Yeah. That's why he should have done it while he was not instated.
Exactly.
But hey, it doesn't really matter because Taz can't wrestle anymore.
Yeah.
So,
You can't wrestle.
well, I mean, he's hurt,
Stupid
so
chant.
he can't wrestle.
Of
but
course.
it doesn't make sense anyway.
For Team Sting, we have Samoa Joe, James Storm, and Eric Young.
Wait.
You missed
Bruce
two
Magnus?
people, and you ruined the surprise.
Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, it just says Samoa Joe, James Storm, and Eric Young right here.
But Sting announced it in an amazing way,
Yeah.
giving
Well,
each
I
guy
remember-
his,
What did he say for Joe?
Oh boy.
I don't remember what he said for
Fat.
Joe. I remember what he said for James Storm, though. So, this guy, he wants to apologize. He's sorry. And once he said, I'm like, James Storm.
Yeah.
Like, he's sorry about your damn luck. And Anderson didn't get it.
Somebody
Didn't get it.
Yeah. Was it something along the lines of?
Oh, no, it was the Showtime thing.
Was Joe
he's sorry.
Joe was gonna kill him or something? Probably something with the kill. I don't know.
I don't know.
But then Sting was saying it's showtime.
Over and over.
Mr. Anderson was confused.
Yeah, we get it. We
And
get
when
it.
he kept saying it's showtime, I was hoping yes. Joker Sting is going to make a return.
Rob,
No.
throw this Coke bottle at him.
I refuse.
Here we go. Joker Sting is going to take out Aces and Eights.
Stop
Makes
it.
sense.
Right?
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Exactly. But no, it was
Nope.
just Eric Young.
Yep.
And
Yay.
Eric Young will take the pin, obviously.
And he's still the tag champion.
He's still Knockouts
don't
tag
know
champion
what's
Wow.
going
with
on.
ODB. I think
But
they
it was
just
interesting because we asked a couple weeks ago, where is he?
Mhm.
Like, what's he even doing? Where is he? And that answered that.
Wow. Yeah.
yeah, he's back.
Gut check returns.
Yes. So we
That's
had
it. Yes.
two women actually this time.
Yep.
You know.
That was certainly interesting.
It
Yeah.
was, and it's too bad because the show's called Gut Check.
But before that,
Um,
Ace and Eights are in the parking lot. Seems way too angry of
Oh
having-
yeah, they're angry. They're like hitting the doors, like damn it, like they're really upset. That Sting put together a team, right?
I can't believe he would do such a
And
thing.
then Kurt Angle follows them.
Yeah, secretly with a camera.
Secretly follows them. He's gonna go to the Aces and Eights clubhouse by himself, and his only reinforcement is a cameraman.
Hey,
because that's a good idea.
it is.
See, what would be kind of
How
funny.
dare you.
We'll get to that.
And the cameraman's-
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that later actually. But back to the Gut Check thing. This is the women's match that I was referring to that was actually better than the championship knockouts match. Well, it wasn't a championship match. It was just a match between the two, right?
Yeah.
All right. And it's funny because the segment is called Gut Check, so obviously they have to be two like really tough people,
Mhm.
and in both of their stories
They cry.
they cry. Like, come on! Look, we know they're women. You don't have to show them crying. I know they've been through a lot or whatever. Maybe.
Stereotype is
Yeah,
that
right. They
women and
furthered
women
the
cry.
stereotype that women like to cry or whatever, and that was just unnecessary.
It was.
It really was. Just show me that they want the business or whatever. Don't.
Mhm.
They can tell the same story without the little emotional part.
Mhm.
It's funny that they both did it.
Yeah.
Because the first one, okay, all right, I get it. But then when the next one cried as well, what did they bring up their names? Because I
It
can't.
was. Oh, yeah, you should bring it up. I know that Lady Tappa was one of them.
Okay, you're right.
And I was rooting for her.
I have Felicia Velez. Is that how you say it?
I don't know. I know that I wouldn't be able to pronounce it.
Yeah, well, she's apparently has some Puerto Rican blood in her.
Yeah, she's all Puerto Rican.
Yeah, and she,
Mother
you
and
actually
father.
recognize her from another
Yes.
place.
From
Velez.
Tough Enough. I actually recognize her because she has a very distinct face.
Yes.
She has a very prominent jaw, and I'm like, I've seen this before.
Mhm.
And I remembered her from NXT. She was Sophia Cortez.
Yes.
Nice.
And she was also in, I looked it up, she was also in Tough Enough.
Okay. And you said that there was a specific reason that she was released. And it
Oh, well,
was her-
she got kicked off of Tough Enough because she had a leg injury.
Okay.
From what I read and remember, it was official when I don't remember who didn't get kicked off at that episode cut a better promo than she did.
Right.
So that was the.
So it was injuries and
Yeah.
lack of mic skills, I guess.
Yeah.
But again, that wasn't showcased very much because the stories that they said were just to give him like a bit of an intro. Again, the match, I liked it a lot. I thought it was way better than the Tara Velvet Sky match, which
My only problem was that
the size difference was what got me.
yeah.
I didn't realize how big Lady Tapa was.
Mm.
That was pretty phenomenal.
What I didn't like necessarily was that they used a lot of MMA style stuff for I can't even remember her name right now.
Ivalis Velez or something.
Velez, because it just seems like when you do those, there are a lot of rest holds.
Yeah. No, there are.
That's really what they are. I got psyched when she put on the guillotine. I think she used that as a finisher at one point. But a lot of the match to me was rest hold.
Okay.
One for the guillotine,
Well, I think
didn't work necessarily. One for the sleeper, didn't work.
Yeah. I think what they're trying to do is just push her as a submission artist for now. You know what I
then
mean?
she did win with the guillotine.
Yeah, she won with the submission hold.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was a really good match because it was back and forth. It wasn't like because I thought, okay, Lady Tapa's going to dominate the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because she's that much bigger.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you were actually...
I was rooting for her because her uncle's the Barbarian.
Yes.
And I don't think I need to say it on here, but a very good tag team.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on. I don't necessarily care when you're second generation, third generation.
Mm-hmm.
It's that I liked the Samoans.
Yeah.
And I was hoping it's a little bit of a shame that it wasn't her dad.
Right.
But hey, whatever. They showed him.
Yeah.
They showed him
some
training with her.
He got some airtime.
Yeah, she's totally gonna win.
It's funny because I could be wrong here. I probably am. But in terms of which one of these two would probably make it farther, it would probably still be Lady Tapa, even though she lost. Because of her size and just her look is different from everyone else.
Right.
Because, Velez is, she's good, but she looks like just the typical knockout, I guess. I guess they want to separate that. But, I mean...
to me, I can't get over how distinct her jaw is.
I really didn't notice it. I really didn't notice it. You're going to ruin this for me.
That's how I remembered her.
All right. Well,
again, she was blonde in NXT. Mm-hmm. So that obviously wasn't from where I was like, what?
Well, again,
she looks so familiar.
They were both really good in the ring, though. I thought the match was really good. Velez had this very impressive Hurricane Rana.
I think I missed
She
that.
leapt up to Lady Tapa's face, and considering how big Tapa is,
yeah, you can see when they were standing next to each other.
Wow, she's a beast.
Yeah.
It made me wonder, though. I think it's probably because she's green, and that TNA just jumped on it. Her being second generation.
Right.
Was why didn't she go to WWE first? And she said it in there where she was only been wrestling for a very short time. I don't remember how long it was.
Right.
And and I'm just gonna call her Cortez.
Yeah, let's just refer to her.
I don't want to be Smark or anything.
No,
Smark.
It is easier. It's an easier name to
remember her as Cortez. But she's been wrestling for 9 years.
Right.
Cool.
And couldn't make it in the she couldn't make it in the WWE for whatever reason. So she's in TNA.
Right.
But why is Tapa there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why didn't she just go to FCW or whatever? Not
because
FCW,
I mean you're related
NXT, and sign a contract with WWE. Team her up with because she is Samoan. Team her up with the Usos, who can't get over for some reason.
Yeah, and it seems like the Usos have nothing to do with Tamina anymore.
Yeah, that was just for a short time.
Yeah, it was just they've gone their separate ways. Yeah. Tamina's on her own now. The Usos are main event.
That's the idea I came up with, was team her up with Tamina in WWE, or put her with the Usos. Because they're Samoan. So it could work either way to me, but then they'd have to be a heel.
Yeah.
If she went with Tamina.
Good point.
Those two beast women destroying everybody.
Right.
But it means nothing.
Next we get Austin Aries walks in on Jeff Hardy doing squats. And gives him some pointers.
Yeah, he gave him pointers and said he was rooting for him.
But I was watching Impact and I wanted to see AJ Styles, but he looked like they didn't update him.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. The AJ Styles segment.
Yes, it was fantastic. His wife tells their whole story or whatever, and they're like, I can't, it's too personal.
But hold on.
You've said everything already.
Jeff Hardy, it looks the same just like RVD. It looks like he's just out of it, like in another zone.
Well, I think that's just his personality now.
Is it?
You know,
Yeah.
some people have the personality of being happy. Some people are spontaneous. Jeff Hardy's just
Drug addict.
by default he's high, even if he's not on drugs. That's his personality now. So anyway, then we like you said, we went into this AJ Styles segment, which was like, it looked like a mini documentary.
It was bad.
Oh my god!
We had
Oh my god!
Johnny has just seen AJ Styles with the
Like
beard.
looking in the mirror, huh?
It's hilarious.
What happened?
Here's the
This
thing.
is a beard.
Here's the thing. TNA was giving us an update. They were
Yeah.
saying there was an update on AJ Styles, who hasn't been in action for a while.
That's
and
what you were looking forward to. You
Yeah,
thought
I was
it
looking forward
NXT,
to it.
it was TNA.
I was very looking forward. I was looking forward to it very much, and we had an interview with his wife and his
friend.
Friend.
It wasn't like his
It
best
wasn't-
friend.
yeah.
It was just
that was
his
his
friend.
That was his tagline, friend. So they both talk about the AJ Styles they've known. The wife gives an account of where they met, when they met,
Yeah.
their marriage.
High school sweethearts.
High school sweethearts, yes. They showed some touching pictures. I would like to point out, for you guys who are wondering what we look like, John looks like...
I've said it for years.
Yes.
I've said it for years. I'm like, John, if you lost weight, and I mean, like, buffed up, I guess, you'd be AJ Styles.
Yes. John has this striking resemblance to AJ Styles.
Yes. Just a fat AJ Styles. Like,
Thanks, Rob.
the nickname we gave you for a
Right.
couple years was Styles.
Styles, I
Just
know.
because you...
The only difference is...
it's not like you have style. It's just you resemble AJ Styles.
yes. That's true.
Phenomenal one.
And then,
Wow.
when AJ Styles' wife is done accounting everything they've ever been through, she
Like-
says, "This is too much. It's too personal. I can't go anymore." And she's right. She can't go anymore because she has nothing left to say.
Yeah, she said everything. The short story of this...
And then,
what's going on?
and then
It's been told already.
while AJ Styles' friend is talking,
Yes.
you hear a motorcycle outside and says, "I think he's here."
I think he's here now.
AJ,
Thank you.
AJ walks in with this beard.
With
And
this biker jacket on, all that. I guess it's cold there.
This angry look on his face too, and he's like,
You guys just don't get it, or whatever.
"You're right. I
I'm
don't
done.
get it. I don't
I'm
get this
done."
segment." And he just leaves. And it's ironic because that's what John says all the time.
Oh.
I'm done.
I'm starting to wonder now.
Oh.
Didn't watch a show. Watch a show.
And like a child, he storms off on his motorcycle and drives away.
But
Yes.
isn't it an idea? Maybe he's with the aces and eights.
No. Because they only have one masked guy left, and they're not the same body type or anything. And he can't go from Georgia, wherever he's from,
So
to Florida.
So what do you think the story of AJ is?
It's
Well, one
its
of the-
own separate story that's
Yeah.
not very good.
It's not
Maybe
like
it
he's
would be-
feuding with anyone.
Is it that
he's
It's
feuding
not a
with
feud
drugs
himself.
and alcohol?
Yeah.
That's what he's feuding
But-
with.
Well, no, you still don't know about that.
Oh,
well,
right,
remember, at one point he was TNA Heavyweight Champion. Do you think they're
Really?
doing a storyline where he's depressed, he lost his smile?
And then he's gonna come back and win the title.
Title.
It's gonna be the
I don't think
greatest,
so.
the greatest feel good story of all time.
It seems to me that it's more of an inner demon thing. Like, I guess he was relatively young when he went to wrestling, when he went to TNA,
Yeah.
and just has done that. And has been a face majority of the time.
Mhm.
And now he's
He
doing
was
it-
heel at one point.
He was.
With
I'm saying I said majority, not entirety. Majority of the time he was a face, and so he's like, I'm doing my own thing. I'm gonna grow up and be my own person.
Yeah, that's it.
Which makes no sense, really. But
really.
that was before Tom Cole was on drugs. I think we can say that on here.
Yes,
Yes.
we can.
They were a great tag team.
Next we get Robbie E and Robbie T. Let me tell you something.
I totally forgot
Robbie
about this
E.
I love this
Robbie
part.
E's hair looks ridiculous.
It's funny though. He spikes the
I mean,
outsides of
my
it.
hair looks
Yeah.
And then when you
ridiculous.
see the middle,
But his,
It's
holy,
like going back.
it's ridiculous.
It's amazing. I don't understand why he doesn't.
How much gel do you use?
I don't
Not
understand why
much.
he doesn't use like a head ram as a finisher, because it really looks like it would hurt.
It would inflict damage.
Like just take that to the chest.
I knew he wasn't going face.
Oh, absolutely.
What, Rob Terry?
No,
Robbie
Terry's
E.
face.
Yeah, they've been
Rob
doing this
Terry's
thing
face.
where he's obviously face, but he's still hanging around with Robbie E. Last week he slapped Robbie T.
Yeah.
He slapped him a few times, and backed off.
Yeah.
And then
on this week he apologized.
He apologized.
Said that he's the bigger, better bro.
Yeah, whatever that means.
He's the better bro.
He wanted to bro off.
What's funny is
times.
everything he was saying was true, for storyline purposes. Why is he still here? It doesn't really make any sense.
I don't know.
See, oh no, I acknowledge that you're better than me. Let me attack you.
Yeah, he attacks
That's
him with a picture.
Yes.
With a framed picture, he puts it over Robbie T's
I
head.
I thought it was funny because that picture had Robbie T on it.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been funny if he had turned and on the camera his head is exactly where
it should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Robbie T gets angry again
because he just got his head smashed through paper.
Robbie E backs off again, and I guess this time it's over. I don't know.
They're gonna feud.
Yeah. No, I mean between the two of them,
yeah,
coming to the ring together and all that stuff. That's got to be done now.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it would be last week with the slapping, but all right. So now it's definitely over.
I'm sorry, I just looked at. I just saw.
Yeah, as a team, it's over. As a team, it's over. They're gonna feud.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna get over.
It's got. Well, I mean, I think Robbie T is kind of.
He's so much bigger.
He looks so funny with his head through.
Yeah. I just love how he comes into the picture. He just gets back up and has this angry face on him.
Angry look on his face. But it looks like they're gonna feud.
It's obviously gonna be one of those lopsided feuds that probably lasts one match. You know.
Next we have.
Where's Cookie though?
Who cares about Cookie?
No, I care.
I don't.
I don't understand why Robbie E is still there.
Wasn't one of the Jersey Shortcasts really in TNA?
Yes.
Yes. I believe it was
JWoww or something.
JWoww. She made an appearance.
Somebody else.
She made an appearance.
I guess Austin Aries really likes walking in on people lifting because Bully Ray is pumping iron.
Yeah, he's giving them pointers.
And he gives them pointers like,
don't sway your hips. Don't sway your hips so much. And then Bully Ray's like, what, like this? And he does it some more.
And then
he said he was rooting for him too.
Mm-hmm. Bully Ray wasn't buying it.
He didn't buy it.
And totally just didn't accept his support.
Nope.
So poor Austin Aries.
I want to know what's the deal with Austin Aries walking on people doing exercises.
Well, that's what they do backstage.
His head is so big now because he's doing the photo shoot that he thinks he is better than everybody.
I think it'll help you, bro. You know, I think you should do this and that and that and this and.
He's helping
don't
people
sway
out.
Your hips. Things like that. Yeah. He's just trying to help.
He's just trying to help.
That's all.
But everybody hating on him.
I don't know. And I'm not hating. I just think it's quite
I'm saying
fun.
it's story.
But
they
also,
weren't buying it. They weren't giving him the time. It is
funny though. Back to the Jeff Hardy thing that he called him the golden child.
Because he is.
Yeah.
And we have our golden child.
That other brother is obviously just there.
Well, no,
if anything, that other brother is there to amuse the golden child.
Is he the golden child of TNA? Like we have the golden boy John Cena in WWE?
It might be because this guy, I mean, the fact that he walked out at one point to the main event under the influence and that they still give him the title is beyond me.
And Sting had to force him to the ground, too.
Yeah, Sting had to put him down.
And Sting was
Stay down.
PO'd.
Stay down.
He was
the fans didn't like it, and Sting said, I agree.
I agree.
But the fact that he did that,
yeah,
that's probably one of the most unprofessional things you can do. And they still push him. They keep giving him the title. And I gotta believe he is their golden child right now.
Yeah. He has the creatures of the night.
The creatures of the night.
No,
at this point he can do no wrong.
That was Undertaker had the creatures of the night. Get it right.
I'm pretty sure Jeff Hardy has the creatures.
No, the Undertaker does.
Then what are Jeff Hardy's fans called? They're called the creatures. No, that's what they're called.
Why are they called the creatures of the night?
Ask Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy.
Ask Jeff Hardy.
Ask Jeff Hardy.
Ask Jeff Harvey. Anyway, we get back to Kurt Angle.
Still
stalking.
Still following Aces and Eights.
Stalking and going to their clubhouse.
Makes sense.
I'm sorry, but that's kind of weird that they call it a clubhouse. What are they, 10?
Well, Devon actually called Aces and Eights a club earlier in his promo.
That's what biker gangs call it, clubhouse.
Right. Although I do get what you're saying.
What, you guys 10 years old? You want to come to my clubhouse?
You can't be in my club.
You can't be in my club.
Well, you can. It's very exclusive. It's a very exclusive club.
It's very, very. How do you get in?
You have to hate Hogan, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah.
I guess that's
I guess
the
that
only-
automatically qualifies every smart in the world.
Yes.
So yeah, good luck. You guys get to hang out with Devon and Doc. Awesome.
How does it feel to be in the club?
No, it'd be like going to people who don't hate Hogan. You can't be in our club.
Oh, okay.
Well, whatever.
Oh, Luke Gallows.
I guess
why?
that's
What does Mike Knox do? Just stand there?
He should have done this with the fake Kane gimmick. I would have loved to see that.
fine. And still talking.
Look at the real Kane on the ground. And it's all muffled because of the mask.
Anyway, we go to the main event, which is Daniels and Kazarian versus Bully Ray and TNA.
Wait, I feel like we missed a match. Austin Aries defeated Hernandez.
Yes, we did.
He defeated Hernandez. He cheated, obviously, because heels can't win on their own.
You know what's funny though? During that match that he did the frog splash, Mike today mentions Chavo Guerrero and not Eddie Guerrero.
Well, Chavo's the one that's doing it in TNA.
Ah.
Yep.
But still, I would have mentioned Eddie Guerrero. Because he did the whole Eddie
And they
thing.
have mentioned him before.
Oh, I know.
They have.
I know. I'm just surprised they mentioned Chavo, because Chavo Eddie,
Well, remember,
Chavo
Chavo's
Eddie.
the one who's supposed to be making the impact.
He lost to Hornswoggle. It's enough said.
Is it enough said, though?
Yes, it is.
They didn't have it in
Now
TNA,
we get to
though.
the main event.
Didn't happen in TNA, though.
They'll find a way, trust me.
They won't, because they probably can't say Hornswoggle on TNA.
Well, yeah, he's right, though. He's right.
Boom.
Daniels and Kazarian
Eat it.
versus Bully Ray and TNA champion Jeff Harvy.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Yay!
Yeah.
Just the tag match.
Just
a tag match.
Nothing more, nothing less. A few good spots, though, I will say.
Yeah?
No.
No?
Bully Ray, it looked like they were going to hit the electric... Wait, did they hit the electric chair? Bully Ray did it.
Device?
Bully did it, dropped...
This is the finish?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hit the electric chair, and Jeff
then-
Hardy hit the swanton.
Yes.
But I kind of want to get to the last part of Impact.
Yes.
No.
So
No!
Finally.
Kurt Angle is in the clubhouse.
Yes, and the first thing he does is he attacks Mr. Anderson. Good,
Makes
because
sense.
I can't stand him.
Hey, come on.
And
Everybody makes mistakes.
he makes short work of Mr. Anderson, then grabs a bat and takes out who was the next guy he took out?
Devon.
Was
There's
it
only
Devon?
two guys.
Yes, Devon. He's
Yes.
like, "What's going on out here?" Ooh! Hits it with the bat.
That's exactly what happened.
And then it's just Kurt Angle and the mask.
Yeah, he's like,
vice
who are
president.
you?
Yeah.
What?
What?
So they
See
get
what I
it.
tell you?
Yeah, right. So they get in.
You come in here, beating up all these guys, and you're going to ask who he is?
Who he is? Yeah, because that matters, right? You should know who he is anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's why I'm looking at him.
So he smashes a bottle over
Yes.
the vice president's head
yes.
and
Yep.
knocks him out.
And then unmasks him.
And he goes, "Oh my God, holy crap!"
No,
why?"
he said
Yes,
something
he
else,
said another
but
poopy word that
Yep.
got. We knew what it was.
Yeah.
We could read lips.
We
and,
could figure it out.
Right.
What
How
was
could
it?
you? How
Yep.
could you? Obviously, as someone who Kurt Angle didn't think would be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be some kind of twist. Rob says it's Joseph
It's
Parks,
Joseph Park.
and obviously Kurt Angle should have gotten a better cameraman because
Yeah.
not only did he not film the guy's face, he didn't warn him that Ace's
Yes.
mace was right behind him
What a
to
crappy
attack him.
cameraman.
So, and then the cameraman films it.
Yeah, but you know what would have been funny though? I wanted to tell you this before, that they're beating up on Kurt Angle and they look up and the cameraman's there.
The cameraman just
beat
keeps
up
They
the
on
all
going.
look at the cameraman.
Yes, just
And
all of a
that's
sudden-
how
they
that's
all-
how Impact ends. Just them beating on
Oh
the
my goodness.
cameraman.
So my view is, Kurt Angle knows who it is.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to kidnap
Him
Kurt
again
Angle or
and
something.
Torture him.
Torture
whatever,
him.
Yeah, right.
Whatever they were doing to...
Joseph Park.
And obviously,
Park.
whatever they're gonna be doing it's gonna last a week.
at least.
So because we have to wait till next week's Impact to see.
Well, lockdown is the 10th, so
No, well, we have to at least because we have to see what Kurt Angle's
Yeah.
condition he'll be in next week on
aha.
Impact on the 7th, and then he will probably be released on the 10th. I guess I don't know.
Maybe he'll break out. He has a match.
He has a match, yeah. This is ridiculous. Whole thing is ridiculous. Worst cameraman ever. This is the most amazing ending. Oh, and of course, like every Impact now, Taz ended the show with a comment.
What was the comment?
Oh, I really don't remember what the comment was.
I don't remember what it is either.
I just thought the ending was so stupid that I actually couldn't. My threshold for stupidity was reached, and whatever Taz said couldn't possibly have made it any stupider. Play it, actually. Put it up. I want to hear. This is Kurt Angle's reaction.
I noticed the shirt he's wearing. Save Wrestling 2020.
Who,
Keep playing
Angle?
it.
Yeah.
Yes, he's.
He also
very
said,
adamant.
it also says, I bleed wrestling.
Yes, it does.
In red, white, and blue.
Let's see who you are. How could you, man? How could you? Are you freaking kidding me?
He's not.
The cameraman just watches as they come and get him.
What a bad cameraman.
Right?
Yeah, get him! Get him!
Because they're not doing that already. They're already on top of him.
You hear the crowd?
Yeah, and someone's doing.
They're not really.
Oh, I do remember that.
Okay, now I remember
He
that.
should have said you tried and dirty.
I can't. Taz commentary is just.
Fantastic. The best.
Oh.
I'm trying to find
I'm
the
gonna
right
use that.
adjective.
He said you tried and dirty.
Everything this guy says. They need to stop ending the show with him talking.
Yeah.
Because it automatically just gives you a bad vibe.
Is it hot in there?
Mind your business.
Is it hot in there?
Mind your business.
Oh my goodness.
You sure you want to do this?
Are you sure you want to
But at
You
least,
sure?
at least he didn't end that show talking.
That's a good point.
You know,
Yeah.
one of the last lines we got was "check bully." Oh,
Oh
God.
God.
That was just about probably the last audible.
You know what
thing
though?
we heard,
TNA does give us something to laugh about though.
It does. It does. I tell you what. I actually laugh more at TNA than I do the WWE because
I know.
when the WWE puts on a bad show, I actually get kind of like upset.
Pissed, upset.
I get upset because I'm going to WrestleMania. They're half-assing these storylines.
Mhm.
TNA, I have nothing to lose with TNA because I'm not
Except
going to
your
any
time.
of I'm not going to any of their events.
Except Aces and 80s red and dirty.
The only thing I'm wasting with TNA is my time. That's all.
Hey, well, actually, Dixie Carter
Uh
posted a tweet.
oh.
Where would you what state do you want to see TNA Impact in?
New Jersey, bring it here.
Bring it New Jersey!
Bring it New Jersey.
New Jersey!
I will be their most adamant fan in New Jersey.
North Dakota.
No, North Dakota. I can't travel that far. I
Never
want to
far.
go. Well, I do.
He's gonna drive all the
I
way.
am
to
not
North Dakota.
I'm not gonna use that much money to make a road trip to a TNA show. I'm
Why
sorry.
not? It's TNA. It's total nonstop
They need to come to New
action.
Jersey. Actually,
It's not anymore.
I need to make a Twitter account and answer Dixie Carter, and tell her come to New Jersey, make the Izod Center your home.
Yeah, right.
Make
Yeah,
the
block.
Izod
You
Center.
mean the 2,000 people that'll show up and it fills 15,000?
Well, they could tarp off part of it, like the WWE does for SmackDown.
Oh,
But they don't sell out every crowd.
No, you got a
You
point. The MetLife. They
And-
should have MetLife.
Yeah,
MetLife in
Be
Jersey
happy.
and,
it'll be like when the Red Bulls played in Giant Stadium where they only filled out like the first row.
Yep, that's it.
You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing TNA though. Might be fun. Might meet Taz. We can ask him. Is right? Aces and Aces red and dirty?
Unbelievable.
just ask him, what are you doing?
What is wrong with
do?
you?
What is wrong with
What
you?
are you doing?
What are your comments? Why do you announce?
What are you
They
doing?
do have those.
How did you get this job? Like,
Why? Just say why. Don't ask. Don't give any other information. Just why. And see what he says.
They do have those fan.
Then why
they have
not?
those fan fests though that they do. So
uh,
maybe Aces and Eights will do a private one for the Aces and Eights fans.
That would be great. They do that. Just
Aces and
insulting
Eights
everybody for no reason.
We love you guys.
We hate you. we hate you. And we hate Impact. So why are you here?
So what would you say to Luke Gallows?
What would I say to Luke Gallows?
How does it feel to be in the clubhouse?
I'm trying to think of what I would say to him.
That's exactly what you got.
I would have to think about it because I can't blow this. I really can't.
It's your spot. You're ready to meet Doc.
No, he's got a point. You really have to think about this.
Yeah.
Because you only get one shot.
Yeah, one shot. What would you ask him?
I don't know.
That's what I would ask Taz. That's
Just why?
Why?
Just why?
Just why?
Isn't it riding dirty?
That's not how he said it, but I'll take it.
Sure.
Sure.
That's what happened. That's exactly how that happened.
Come on, Ant-Man.
I don't know.
I'm Luke Gallows.
It's like
He's Luke Gallows.
because I also remember I was trying to think of what I would say to.
Look at those ugly glasses on your forehead.
Now,
Wow.
uh,
That's inappropriate.
what are you mean? Do you mean what he would say to me, or what?
What would
I
you
would
ask
What
say
would
to
you
him?
ask him?
What would you ask him?
You guys, I really was not prepared for this.
I'm not asking you to answer.
It's not just.
You don't have to
it's not
answer.
something I just don't. This is important.
Yeah?
Meeting Luke Gallows
Is it, though?
is awesome. The only thing that I think that would surpass meeting Luke Gallows would be
Not
Taz.
meeting Luke Gallows.
meeting Jinder Mahal.
Oh, stop.
He's telling the truth right now.
Telling the truth.
3MJB. 3-man Jabba Band.
Baby.
Bye-bye.
It's been too long since I saw them, and I'm
I
excited
don't know
because
why
on,
they're not on.
because on SmackDown I will at least see Heath Slater
Yes, and he got squashed in
in a match
2
with Sin
minutes.
Cara.
Just like JG got squashed in 3 minutes to Mark Henry.
Mark Henry.
It's Mark
It's
Henry.
Mark Henry.
And it did last longer than 3 minutes.
So, have you decided what you're going to ask Luke Gallows?
You gotta give me time.
Yeah. He
Okay,
just does this
while
all the
you're
time.
thinking, we're going to go on to the top 10 entrances of WrestleMania.
Entrances.
Yes.
That's where our show's at, huh?
Yes.
Talking about
Yes.
entrances.
Well, no, because there's some memorable entrances.
No, the
at
reason we brought this up
WrestleMania.
was because this was a list made by the
WWE.
WWE's YouTube channel.
Really?
Yes.
Hurting
WWE
for
Fan
viewers.
Nation. What's
Hurting for viewers.
Hurting for viewers. And, the WWE Fan Nation channel isn't bad.
Mm.
It does every now and then put out full matches, which is pretty cool, but obviously,
Not
if there's any
enough.
botches or anything, they'll
They're
edit that
editing
out. They do condense promos every now and then. And one thing I don't like about this YouTube channel is that, unlike the TNA, I gotta give TNA credit. When they upload videos of their own, they allow comments.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah.
And the dislike bar. WWE just has the dislike bar and they disabled comments. Because it's like basically what Vince said, I don't give a damn what the fans want, or whatever. Because, obviously, he doesn't want feedback.
No, of course not.
Any specific feedback.
Feedback bad.
Yes, feedback
No
is
feedback.
not bueno. So,
No bueno.
but you do have the dislike bar. And one thing I noticed, I went on the WWE Fan Nation YouTube channel and I saw that they uploaded Fandango's Titantron.
Mm.
And it has so many dislikes.
What?
It's ridiculous.
Those
And
people are stupid.
I think the only reason it has so many dislikes is because
He didn't debut.
no, it's because the
It hasn't
song
happened yet.
isn't what it should have been. The song is the song that's playing in the commercials, in the vignettes.
Okay.
It's not Fandango, go, 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 like we suggested.
Yes.
Because if it would have been, obviously, there would be no dislikes.
Like I said, people are stupid. Just let it be. So let's get on to this top 10. As we
Yes.
see, number 10 is...
And this actually was uploaded pretty recently,
Yes.
February 23rd.
Macho Man Randy Savage, WrestleMania 9.
Yes.
As he gets...
Macho Man, yeah.
Got-
I'm not gonna go any
Oh.
farther.
That's it?
This was, yes,
Macho Man.
Macho Man WrestleMania 9, as he's carried out to the ring.
That's awesome. Being carried out by...
And he's being fed, right?
Yes, he's also being fed.
He's being fed grapes.
Grapes.
Awesome.
Number 9.
This was Triple H's entrance,
Boo.
where he
Was he Conan?
he comes in, he throws the sledgehammer
Sledgehammer.
at
Oh,
the
the
glass.
one against Randy Orton.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't get. I didn't like that one.
It's simple. It's
Simple.
and then people started saying, oh well, That was actually pre-recorded, and I don't know what that's about. But, I mean, I guess...
It just didn't look appealing when you saw it.
Right.
The only way to explain how bad it looked was to say it's pre-recorded.
Yeah, I guess so.
It doesn't work because he threw the sledgehammer through the mirror. So, how can you pre-record that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's people talk. That's it.
Yep.
It's just
Number
darn
8.
internets.
Andre the Giant and Bobby Heenan
They are also being...
riding in a little tiny ring.
Yeah, it's
So
like
when are we going to get to NXT?
We'll go. Relax.
Yeah, this is
I
going
don't
pretty
think that this should finish off the show by any
No,
means.
it's not. Relax. What a jerk.
We usually do TNA and then...
Yeah, that
NXT.
is usually what we do.
You are a jerk. I know.
Number 7, Ultimate Warrior. As he's
Just-
running to the ring.
Before his match with Hulk Hogan...
So every entrance he's ever done?
Well, no, because Jesse the Body Ventura makes this comment. I hope it comes up.
He's running. I think that's a mistake. He should be conserving his strength right here. He's facing the challenge of his life, Gorilla.
He's got a point.
He has got a point. Yeah.
Wasn't that said a bunch of times, though? During his entrances?
Well, no, because this one he was facing Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
But he has to consume energy because Hulk
Conserve
Hogan...
his energy.
Conserve, sorry. It's against
But
Hulk
that-
Hogan.
Yeah.
But that was said in other matches, I think. Because he always
Was
ran
it?
to the
It
ring.
may have been. It may have been. It's
Unless
just
I just
that-
remember that specifically.
Number 6, Edge at WrestleMania 24?
No, that was the one in the Orange Bowl, was it?
Yeah,
All right. That was 24.
that's what I just said.
All right. I'm just double checking.
Okay.
I'm just confirming what you said because I have the best memory in the world.
Yes, you do.
And
You're my co-host.
it was just him. I guess the pyro was cool.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I don't
The
understand.
fire was cool. It was alright.
He just put his hands up, pyro went up, and that was about it. Okay.
Was it?
I guess they just liked it.
Number 5, HBK coming from
The
the
wrestlers.
roof.
Yeah.
With a very memorable call from Vince
Yes.
McMahon, which we should play right now.
That's it.
No. This one.
There it is!
Hey, talk to her.
Yeah, you talked through the best part. What a ride!
What a ride!
I'm surprised this wasn't higher on the list.
Yes, right?
Okay.
Number 4, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
They just had to get him on this list somehow.
with his
just-
stupid quad.
Where he has that
Well, that was awesome.
whatever that vehicle
ATV.
is.
Quad.
And it's funny because he always came out in Raw. At some point in Raw, that's how he always
Yeah.
came out.
ATVs, yeah.
Number
And
3,
why is that on the list? Because
I know.
the ramp is longer.
I guess.
If
Number 3, Shawn Michaels coming from the heavens.
yes, this
Pretty cool.
this
So
was
the
supposed to be the polar opposite
Yep.
of the
Yeah.
Undertaker and the contrast.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Number 2, Undertaker WrestleMania 20.
Yes, this is actually. It's funny because they don't show it, but the first thing that happens during the entrance is the
Yes! Oh, yes!
and the crowd popped crazy.
Yeah,
for it.
oh, pop,
And,
big time.
That was really cool though. I thought it was really cool. This is the one. I like I said, I was never a big fan of the American Badass Undertaker,
Yeah.
and I had missed this entrance.
But I kind of like Kane. You're not real! It's a dream! And he pokes him at one point.
He pokes him, and then Undertaker just like starts wailing on him.
And our
I can't believe how
number
short that match was,
One
though.
entrance is God Almighty, WrestleMania 25, stupid John Cena's.
This was okay. Clearly, that doesn't describe it for our viewers, but
It's the you can't see me
it's the
thing.
one where you hear the basic Thugonomics theme,
Is that when they had like
and you had all these people
20
dressed up.
John Cena's?
It was way more than 20.
Well, it was whatever.
There was a lot of
It
people
was
dressed up
50
as John
John
Cena.
Cenas.
40.
They came out to the basic Thugonomics theme. They
That's really number one?
put him
Yeah,
down the
that's
ramp.
number 1.
Then they just did the "You Can't See Me" to
Look.
each other, and Cena ran through it.
If you want to hate on John Cena, that's fine, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know about what else they had on the list, but he's had better entrances at Mania.
Yeah.
The one with CM Punk as one of the gangsters that people like to latch onto, or the one where he had the race car. That was WrestleMania 2, right?
Yeah. No, that was actually consecutive WrestleManias. 23.
He had the race car entrance.
22 was the gangster one, and 23 was the race car, the Mustang, the Ford Field.
Yeah.
I
Those were
kinda
all
wanna
better
know,
entrances than that one.
I kind of wonder how many of those fake John Cena's are actually like,
They're wrestlers, like
if
prospects.
they're wrestlers or because the whole time they have the hats like.
Yeah, they're covered pretty well.
Because
below their eyes.
You don't need to see their face. That's not important.
Oh no, I understand that, but like I said, I find it funny. Maybe it was like a bunch of independent guys used for that segment or used for that.
I'll be honest, I did like the entrance.
I hated it.
I liked it.
But it should be number one.
I don't think it should be number one, but I did like it.
Way better entrances than that.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting list. Like I said, we get to review all the WrestleManias again, and maybe we'll choose our favorite entrances. You know, because entrances are pretty cool. I enjoy them, especially.
If anything, that's probably all we're going to be looking forward to at WrestleMania 29.
I got mine. Number 1, Triple H Conan.
The King of Kings one, right?
Yeah.
He hates it.
I hate it.
John didn't
joking,
like it.
But
I hate it. Oof. Oofa.
everyone jokes about it.
He was ragging on how he looked with the crown
God,
and
he looks
everything
so
yesterday.
stupid with the crown. Anyway, we have
It's weird, he was
NXT.
King of Kings before that. That wasn't new.
I think
He was
that
King
was
of
that
Kings.
gimmick had just come out because that's when he came out with the theme too. That's the first time he used the King of Kings theme. Because
Is that the year that he went on to feud with Booker T at SummerSlam?
what, King Booker?
Yeah.
All hail
don't
King
know.
Booker.
Or just Booker T at that point?
I don't remember that. I'm not sure.
Anyway,
Well, what year was that?
This was 2000. Let's see. Cena won the title 2005, right? WrestleMania 21. So that would be 2006. This would be 2006. Triple H ended up tapping into John Cena. And then, well, didn't he go right into DX? Yes, he did.
yes, he did.
Because this is WrestleMania 22 was the one where Shawn Michaels did a crotch chop to Vince McMahon.
Yep.
And then later on in the night, Triple H did the crotch chop to John Cena.
Yep.
And that actually was like a bit of a foreshadow that DX would return. So,
Yeah. So we have NXT and Rob. This is all you.
Alright, this wasn't as good as the last week. I didn't take as much notes because there wasn't all that much going on. I love how John just leaves.
just
That's why he's Doughboy Douchebag. You have the following story with Leo Kruger having attacked Tyson Kidd last week, with Justin Gabriel making the save. You have this week Justin Gabriel with Tyson Kidd by his side as manager or whatever versus Leo Kruger. I'll just get to the finish. Justin Gabriel pins Leo Kruger with the 450. It wasn't as good looking as his usual 450, but not bad. They wrestled a really good back and forth match. It was announced that there would be a triple threat number 1 contenders match for the main event with Corey Graves, Conor O'Brien, and Bo Dallas.
Oh, Bo Dallas, huh?
Yeah, Bo Dallas.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
I've been wondering where he was. I was wondering why.
I don't know what you're laughing at.
You'll see eventually.
You had Oksana versus Emma.
Okay.
Emma's doing this weird gimmick where she's dancing, or I think they're trying to put across that she's awkward.
Now, is Emma...
She's from Australia. I can't really tell you much about her.
Okay.
She botched her entrance. Pretty sure it's on purpose, because they kept emphasizing that she's awkward.
Yeah.
She tried to pull herself up from the ropes, like the middle rope, over the top.
Oh, so she's purposely like
She
clumsy.
couldn't lift herself at first.
All right.
And then the second attempt, she struggled to get over the top rope.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's just as a character thing. It's not.
It's got to be.
She can't lift herself up. It's just character. The finish saw Oksana pinning Emma with a spine buster. And the spine buster wasn't bad
Oksana doing it to who?
to Emma.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because, again, Oksana's one of the divas that a lot of people rag on.
Yeah.
That say that she doesn't improve or anything, but I would like to see that,
Yeah.
actually.
I'll get that to you. So another backstage thing had Bo Dallas attacked. He was attacked by a mystery person.
Oh, maybe it was one of the ninjas that attacked
No.
Samoa
Yes.
Joe.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Bray Wyatt,
Okay.
the Wyatt family. The man. Are you alright?
I'm alright. But,
if I forgot anything,
is WWE really doing this again? Where they just completely abandon a storyline?
It looks
What do
like
you
they
mean?
are.
Because Bo Dallas
With
has not
Wade
had
Barrett?
he has not had any contact with Wade Barrett for, is it 2 weeks now?
I don't know.
And he's just back on NXT.
I don't know. Well, this was recorded like 3 weeks ago.
Right.
So,
Okay. Yeah,
who
you're
knows?
right. But I'm wondering because again,
He's
I
got
have
his
not,
own profile on their website, so
that could
But
be that can be
also-
undone very quickly.
they could.
That could
But
be undone.
but they still have Johnny Curtis's.
That's true.
That's been up forever, and there's no reason for it.
Well, now he's Fandango.
I know exactly.
Fandango.
They didn't even take down Johnny Curtis's profile.
Really?
It's not like they
Interesting.
changed it for Fandango. They didn't take it down.
Maybe we didn't use him as Johnny Curtis in Fandango.
No, they're not going to do that. And it's really old because in the picture he has the crew cut, and now he has longer hair, so they don't really care.
Are you? Yes.
He's losing
He's
it.
losing it.
I'm losing it.
So the main event, number one contendership.
Uh-huh.
Corey Graves versus Conor O'Brien.
I'm gonna guess Conor O'Brien.
You can guess all you want, but I will tell you what happened. It wasn't that great a match. Conor O'Brien dominated the first part of the match.
All right.
Corey Graves finally started working on his leg because it's the finisher is a
Uh-huh.
submission.
Right.
And I guess it would have been to the climax of the match. None other than the Shield attacks,
What?
ending the match.
what?
No contest. Yep. To prove that they're everywhere at all times, they're always watching. Blah blah blah.
I like it.
They triple powerbomb both guys,
Nice.
and that pretty much ended the show.
I like this. I like that. I like that they're doing
Nice. Nice. The Shield.
that. I believe they made an appearance on main event already. Just to
So they've
maybe,
been
or
on
maybe
every
they didn't. I don't know.
It's hard to tell because they just show. Like
Yeah,
main
I
event
can't-
this week was like 40 minutes of re-airing segments.
No.
That's what main event is, though.
I've
Come to realize.
Main event has such good matches.
It
Though.
does.
it does.
Such a shame.
And it's
It
funny
does.
because you have sometimes just the same matches from a Raw, just longer and that much better.
The mistake I think they made this week. I mean, I know you guys covered main event. I don't know. I'm not sure what you guys said exactly. Was usually they have the one match, then in the middle all promos, and then they finish off with another match.
Yeah.
They made the mistake this week of having the two matches. Then
Within a half hour.
With-
Yeah, I pointed that out. Like
Yeah.
after the Mark Henry Justin Gabriel match, I looked at the time. It was just 8:30.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, well, what are they gonna do for? Oh, I see. They're gonna play part of the CM Punk, John
Yeah.
Cena. But I mean, again, at least they were showing a match this time,
Yeah.
not a promo. You know?
yeah, they had the two matches, and then all of it was promos. That's the mistake because you're not gonna keep people watching. At least if you think there's gonna be another match, you might stick around.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah. I'm not,
they dropped the ball on that,
Yeah, that was.
They
that
dropped
was
the ball on a lot
or
of
just
things.
stop airing promos
It's ridiculous. Too many.
because they do it on
Especially
SmackDown,
though, I heard-
do it on.
They did one for Ryback.
Yeah, they did a Ryback hype
Huh?
video.
Why?
Did you see that?
Why?
No,
The guy's
because I
hyped
fast
up
forwarded
enough.
through it. I DVR'd it. I was doing something else. I went back to it later to watch the two matches, had a good time, and then just like, oh, promo. So I had to fast forward. I'm like, oh, that's another promo. And then pretty much it was the end of the show. I was like, wait,
Yeah, another Ryback.
It was just
promo
pointless.
for
It was,
some odd
It
reason.
was one of the most pointless promos.
they had one backstage
I've ever seen.
segment
Also,
after Cody Rhodes lost and him and Caitlyn were running.
Actually, yeah, they
That
actually
was
had
it.
one before the match.
Yeah.
And then after the match.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Between promos.
I do want to bring this up real quick about TNA. An update card for TNA Lockdown, March 10th, 2 weeks away. Steel cage match for the TNA World Heavyweight Title.
They're all in the steel cage.
Yeah.
It's lockdown.
And so every match.
All the
is a
matches are in a steel cage.
Okay.
It's their theme pay-per-view.
Sorry.
You know this though. We would watch this at your house. Back when it was good.
Yeah, right? Okay, I'll just say the matches then.
Good.
Aces and Eights. Devon, Mr. Anderson, Doc,
It's
Garrett.
lethal lockdown. You are awful today. Maybe you should have taken that nap over there while I was doing NXT stuff.
I should have.
You shouldn't have.
Garrett Bischoff and Mike Knox versus Team TNA. Sting, Magnus, Samoa Joe, James Storm, and Eric Young.
Right. So I would think that, actually, I really don't know who's going to go over in this match. I guess we should wait till next week's Impact to even make our picks.
Yeah.
Because we should wait to see who has
definitely.
momentum.
Or doesn't matter.
Kurt Angle versus Wes Briscoe. 3-way tag match for the TNA titles. Austin Aries and Bobby Roode versus Hernandez and Chavo versus Daniels and Kazarian.
Oh, I see what they're doing now.
No.
I see what they're doing now. Kurt Angle is going to be injured. Because he's just going up against Wes Briscoe,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Obviously, just a regular match between Kurt Angle and Wes Briscoe is going to be, Angle should win that with no problem, but they got to give Wes Briscoe some type of advantage to even it out. So that's probably what we will see next Impact.
And Knockouts title match, Velvet Sky versus Gail Kim.
Yay!
Yay! Yay!
So, nah. We're
Wow.
going to do picks later, so I can't say anything.
No, we'll do picks next week for that pay-per-view.
Yay.
Most likely an X Division match.
No, I wonder who's going to be in it.
It pisses you off so much.
I hate it.
TNA.
If you're going to have the same guys over and over, at least they have to be top-notch. I didn't mind seeing AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels over and again. Because they were amazing.
And Samoa Joe.
Right?
And Samoa Joe.
Yes, and Samoa Joe as well. Kenny King doesn't hold a candle to any of those guys.
Nope.
You can't put the X Division on his shoulders the same way you did with the others.
No.
Also, WWE might return to Orlando for WrestleMania 31 or 32.
Wow.
How many freaking times are they going to do it in Florida?
As many times as they want.
How many times do they want?
As many times
they
they want.
They went to the Orange Bowl. They went to Miami.
They're going to go to the Citrus Bowl this
Oh,
time.
okay. Excuse me. They have to do it there.
It can hold
Yeah.
70,000 plus people.
Now they're just looking for, huge stadiums to do it in.
Yeah,
And it's a good business decision.
it is.
But unfortunately, I do feel like closed arenas get the better pops,
Oh, it does.
So.
We have confirmed legends for the old school Raw.
Oh, let's hear it. Sergeant Slaughter.
No.
Really? He's not there?
No.
He'll be there.
Yes, he will.
He'll probably lose to Antonio Cesaro or something.
We have Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mean Gene Oakland.
Dusty Rhodes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm mad like
I get to see his forehead in glorious HD again. All those cuts.
Jim Ross.
There we go. All right.
Oh boy. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
I try to understand why he's considered a legend.
I don't know.
And the only reason's got to be because he won the first Royal Rumble.
I guess so.
He's their go-to. He's their go-to jobber.
And I'm waiting for the day where no fans remember him. Or don't know who he is.
What?
And I feel like that day is coming soon.
No, it doesn't really matter if they know you or not, because they're still going to chant out your catchphase.
Yeah. Oh.
Also, The Miz did a little
Who cares?
interview, and he said they asked him a question on who we'd like to feud with,
No.
and he said The Rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
you know what?
they're gonna waste The Rock on The Miz.
It makes sense, though, because he overshadowed him at Mania.
He did. He
Well,
did.
of course, you put The Miz in a main event, and you expect it not to be overshadowed by someone like The Rock.
I'm going to argue with you on this. He was pretty big around that time.
The Miz?
Yeah.
Please, they just kept putting must see to cover up the fact that nobody was
Tricked
watching.
people
Yes.
into thinking he's
The
really
only people that were watching that were TMZ. Oh, former reality star is a WWE champion. And then people actually, yeah, that's why it was must see, because people are like, what in the hell? I gotta see this. How the hell is he champion? And they immediately stopped watching again, because now WWE is just ridiculously unbelievable at this point.
It is, in a way. You know?
You look at that locker room, you look at all these, this talent, all these physiques, And then you look at the WWE champion, The Miz. Yeah, okay. I buy it.
Yeah. Apparently, there's still 4,000 tickets available for WrestleMania 29.
I'm telling you, it's because everybody who's not in the tri-state area thinks MetLife Stadium is in New York, and they can't find it. They're going to Ticketmaster.com, typing in New York City WrestleMania, and they can't find it.
And we'll have a little surprise for the people when it comes, because we're doing a little thing at MetLife. We will be there, but we'll show where MetLife is. Okay.
We'll prove it's in New Jersey.
We'll prove it. It's in New Jersey.
How are you gonna do that, you guys?
We'll
When
record.
it's obviously in New York, how are you gonna prove it's in New Jersey?
We'll prove it. Don't worry. As we know, Undertaker made a surprise appearance at SmackDown, and they said his speed was pretty good in the ring. But
Are you still talking about the same house show?
yeah.
Why? Why are we still talking about the same house show?
Because new news came in
Ugh.
that his hip is not 100%.
No way!
No way! So
Everybody knows
Taker-
babies have weak hips.
Well, no, everybody knows that zombies fall apart at some point. They're not built well.
Baby zombies, apparently.
That are pregnant with more zombies.
So, another thing that came in, The Rock did an interview on why he returns to the WWE and previews his match with John Cena.
It's funny, as I saw this,
Did you see this?
I didn't see it. I was reading the transcript, and I got a sentence in, and then gave up because I didn't care anymore.
Well, he
Something about how his return has been years in the making, blah, blah, blah.
Yes, and he's going to give back to elevate the company that led his success, as well as to elevate their number one hero.
Told you. Well, hold on. Just feuding with The Rock elevates you.
Yeah.
But Cena's totally going to win at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean,
Looks like it.
that's the thing. I mean,
I've been saying it. I've been saying this, though.
how funny would it be if The Rock won again?
I said this before
No, I mean,
you guys started
really.
doing the show.
I think it would be funny.
I've been saying it since John Cena lost the first time. It's going to be 3 matches. Mark my words. Cena's going to win. And then next year, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Cena will win that too.
Right.
He's still in the company. So,
That's true.
I hope not.
all I know is I said it. Rock would win the first time. Cena, well, actually, I thought Cena was going to win the first time. But once he won, said Cena's going to have the rematch, and he's going to win.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I think that's going to wrap.
Remember, tonight is the
SmackDown.
totally
Yes,
live social media.
Yeah, social media.
And by the way, well, like I said, social media just means that they're going to be on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Exactly.
That's not false advertisement. But the selling point that I had was Fandango is not going to be there. They're going to have a segment. I think you guys did this with the spoilers already.
Yeah.
But I'm
Well,
still,
I'm really
going to
disappointed.
tune in. Still going to tune in. I knew they were going to wait until after Mania.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to debut beforehand. But, you know what? Brodus Clay did have that thing at Mania last year.
Yeah.
So
I'm
who
just.
knows? They could have a bunch of dances.
Yeah. I just
at
want
Mania
to see
for Fandango.
10-size new ring attire, and if it makes him look even more like a giant baby. J Boobies. All right. So.
J Boobies.
I'm
Anyway.
just thinking about Fandango.
So tune in to SmackDown tonight. Unfortunately, there won't be any Fandango.
Fandango!
In-ring
Go,
action.
go. I think we should end the show with Fandango, go, go. As we all say.
No, I don't want to do that.
You guys are lame. So lame. They don't
You're
do
lame.
nothing for fun.
Weak.
I have more fun than you will ever imagine.
All right.
All right.
That means.
So,
It means I make jokes to myself all day long. You guys don't even know. And just laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh.
okay, shut up.
And laugh and laugh.
This
Is
is
he
it.
done?
And laugh.
I wanted to say
and
something.
laugh.
I wanted to say something real quick.
Well, say it.
Shut up.
No one's talking except for you right now. And me.
Come on, say what you're gonna say.
Say it. Spit it out.
I'm done.
That's what you wanted to say?
No. Tune in to SmackDown tonight, and we will review the first WrestleMania on Monday.
We will.
You guys gonna get... It's a real American?
Yeah, douchebag.
This is
I'm
it.
John.
And this is Ant.
Later.